Hello, everybody, and welcome to the penultimate game of the MLB season. My name is Sean, and every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time, you can watch me play baseball. If you would like, subscribe, ring the bell if you want more content from me, and we'll be rolling on here. We have Game 2 of the Seattle Mariners taking on the Oakland Athletics. Paul Blackburn is 5-13 with a 4.32 ERA. George Kirby 16-5 with a 1.77 ERA. And we have some interesting things to keep an eye on here as we work our way through this game if you want to do some scoreboard watching. The Angels, with a victory in yesterday's game, secured a playoff spot. So they are all taking care of. American League wild card set. Nobody's moving or doing anything like it. I don't know who would win the tiebreaker, but I guess if the Rangers could pull some wins out, I mean, both of these teams are playing awfully, so it doesn't matter. In the National League, we have a bunch of teams within a game, and we have teams playing teams. The Marlins are playing the Blue Jays. The Padres are playing the Diamondbacks. The Cubs are playing the Reds, and the Pirates are playing the Yankees. So for ultimate chaos, you would want the Diamondbacks to win, the Blue Jays to win, the Pirates to win, the Cubs to win. That's kind of the four teams that you would be looking for. We might have an interesting Sunday on our hands if that is the case. And we'll see what the standings are, and we'll see what the games are looking like. And maybe we'll have something a little different of a little bit different of a setup. But we'll figure that out. I'll figure all of that out later. We're going to jump into our game here as we get ready to play another full game of baseball here. We will go. I just love the seafoam green. Seafoam green. I love it so much I can't even say it. Closed, clear skies. We're going to open that bad boy up. Let's go. Clear skies. Leave it open. We have a bunch of cold hitters. I don't really know what to do with the lineup. I feel like this is kind of a weird spot to be in. I want to keep guys like going and like flowing. Rayleigh's actually not the guy I wanted to move there. I don't know if we just stick with our same lineup. We'll get that day off. Actually, we'll get a whole series of days off. So we can just kind of tinker with our lineup the way we want it. Throw Marlowe in there at the bottom of the lineup. We can swing Dylan Moore into the into third base. We can put France right there. Do we move? Nah. I was thinking, do we move France up and flip Rayleigh? But Rayleigh's batting a hot bat, and I don't want to put a double lefty, like a double true lefty up. I think that looks okay. That looks okay. Let's get it started. We're looking for win number 132. We can finish with a 133-29 record or a 131-31 record. So either way, we're going to be 100 games over 500, which is absurd. Absurd. We got off to a kind of a slow start in yesterday's game, and hopefully we can get off to a bit of a faster start today. I mean, we got off to a fine start because Julio Rodriguez hit a leadoff home run, so I guess I sound like an idiot. Never mind.
We're going to see a lengthy win streak put to the test here today.
Kind of forgot about that.
Like this,
we were uneven
yesterday. In the dugout and in the clubhouse, the music
is
loud after the ball games. The food
61.
tastes great. I know this team wants to keep it going.
So
George Kirby's 16-5 in 24 starts, 21 decisions in 24 starts. That's a good record. 1.77 ERA, a WHIP of .76, 176 strikeouts. So if we just get 24 strikeouts, we can get him to 200.
Fans expect it, and I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Number 11.
Okay, so we already have a better umpire today. The zone is just generous enough. Those were the pitches that we did not get in a consistent manner. And the Oakland Athletics didn't get that either. There were a couple of weird calls here and there, but it wasn't anything too bad. I guess there was one pitch that was pretty awful.
Just the third pitch of the night, and already a little question on the strike zone of the umpire in this one.
Of course, as I'm complimenting the umpire, calls kind of a weird one there. There we go. And that's what we work with. That's our style. Now I'm gonna assume they're gonna have a bunch of Didn't mean to save that screenshot. Yeah, they have 5 straight lefties. A righty switch righty. Oof. Okay. So we'll likely, when we get to the later stages, we'll probably be doing something similar that we did yesterday. Both lefties, and then depending on the situation, we'll go from there.
1 out, base is empty. Next offering upstairs.
A little bit of little inconsistency already.
And a curve is down and in.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
There we go.
Next offering is in for a strike. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And the righty deals. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 1 down, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
I think we go splitter, just try to change it up a little bit. Man.
2-2 now. Down on strikes.
Oof, that would have been a pretty rough.
Mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, he should get some fist bumps when he gets back.
Pretty
into the
rough
dugout, because even
swing
though
if we
he
didn't get that
strikes
call
out,
right
he
there.
saw a lot of pitches and he battled, and this is a long haul where you're trying to get that pitch count up as early as possible. So gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see what's working for this pitcher or not. But I tell you what, it's a nice job right there.
And that one is lifted in the air. Drifts towards it. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out.
It's a really long second at bat. I don't think the other ones were all that bad, so
You're watching Major League
I
Baseball
can work with that. Rodriguez, Crawford, Polanco going to lead us off as we get the information on Paul Blackburn for the Oakland Athletics. The final time we'll face them as the Oakland Athletics.
Paul Blackburn.
And just a reminder of their incredible hat. I can't believe made it to the website. At no point did anyone go, hey, this looks like it just straight says ass on it.
He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys
a little early on that side. Sinker at 94, cutter at 91, slider at 83, four seam at 94, and a 12-6 curve at 81.
Wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Julio Rodriguez in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
They only have they're only 35 games behind.
The 1-0.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Okay. Good take right there. Oh, I got Tampa Bay and confused. Tampa Bay and New York confused. Oh, sinker up in the zone.
And it's caught for the out.
Okay. It's all right.
And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. Strike one.
Too aggressive. Come on, Sean. What are we doing?
And he deals.
Okay, there's a good take. There's a good take. Those sinkers are way up in the zone in a way that I am not anticipating. Oh, they're cutters. Well, that last one was definitely a sinker, but
on the ground, right side.
Contact swing. Don't love it. Can't get it.
Batting third, the second baseman, Jorge.
2 outs, base is empty. Jorge Polanco will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. In the air, left field, sizing this one up.
Has enough.
And makes the play, and that's out number 3.
It's a little late. I want to say
Scoreless
Blackburn
after
gave us
1.
some trouble last time we saw him as well. Even though sometimes we see pitchers that don't have good records or have high ERAs, or some of these teams that aren't doing as well, I do struggle with certain pitch mixes and sequences and such. So
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
0-1. And a pitch. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good...
Oh, that drilled him.
we're good.
And they get the
He's
out
fine.
after the ricochet.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it. Got
Didn't really drill him.
Digging in for Oakland, Tyler Soderstrom.
And you get to read on the exit velocity. I don't think it was too hard. I'm sure, getting hit by a baseball at any speed is rough.
No score here in the second. Good eye right there.
good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Oh, that'll be interesting if they have to. They'll have to take that line out.
Off to a strong
The crowd yelling, "Go back to Oakland!" You'll have to be like, "Go back to Sacramento." You won't want to say anything too risky, but
it'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Seth Brown down the box, comes up empty with a swing there. There's a strike.
There we go. Phillies and the Braves, man, I wish that was a series that was happening right now. I'm a little surprised that he just took that. Just straight, just let that one go.
Bottom of the second, no score. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. Blackburn back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
That was supposed to be a check swing. Damn it, that's a 2-1 count. Come on. Get it together.
Wouldn't chase that time. Goes down looking.
I was looking sinker. Thought that was going to drop, and it
was a
fastball low in the zone. Oh, you know what I was thinking about actually pulling Raleigh out of the lineup.
Got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Stepping in, Luke Raley.
Darn, that's right to him. Okay, early on the sinker.
On to first, and a couple of quick outs. And stepping in for the Mariners, Ty France. And a
Thankfully, that was
ball.
foul. Okay, so the Cubs pick up a victory.
And a pitch. And a swing and a miss.
Okay, we need to step out of the box.
Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. 2 down, nobody on. Good job to fight that one off. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck
We
him
are
out.
just not
3 up,
seeing
3
what he
down,
wants to
inning
do.
over. Nobody left for Seattle. We'll move to the third.
The sinker's been inconsistent, and it's given us a lot of trouble. He's thrown stuff way up and in. He's thrown stuff low in the zone. We're having a lot of trouble locking in on what he wants to do. He's not giving us a ton of like those mistake pitches that are hittable. It's stuff that's way off the plate.
Well, here we go. Top of
Oh, God, no.
Scoreless game.
Not Lawrence
Right into the
Butler.
plate now for Oakland.
He's too
Lawrence
good.
Butler. Fought off foul. Butler goes 6 feet 3 inches, 23 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2018. And there's one down.
Batting it, the right fielder, number 6.
At the plate, Clark Elliott.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Bunt attempt popped up. Fires to first on the run. Awesome play there.
I'm a little surprised that worked out. I'm glad that I put Moore in. I know he didn't. Moore wasn't the guy who threw the ball, but
and that one fouled off.
okay. So we avoid that problem. Bunting against me has been an issue.
And that's off the
But I guess,
inside
so you
edge.
would go what? If someone whistles, you'd go current shift corners in bunt defense. That leaves a lot of room to pop one over, though. Interesting. Never really looked at that before.
Swing and a miss. As he was out front that
I basically
time.
just go out every time and go, let's just hope for the best. I think it's helpful, though, when we have Dylan Moore over there, he has a little more speed than Urias. So it would kind of be like, okay, we don't have Dylan Moore in the lineup, we can use Urias. We'll put him in the bunt defense. And if they pop something over, it's no big deal. Crawford's a good shortstop. Polanco's a good second baseman. I don't know. It's an interesting thing to think about. But of course, that might start get into like, oh, are we overthinking it, that whole situation? Anyway, what we need to think about is hitting the frickin' ball. And there's the pitch that we've been looking for all frickin' day.
Ground ball up the middle.
Man, the pitch that we didn't swing at and the pitch that we swung at should have been absolutely flipped.
Leadoff man retired
We
here in
are
the third.
really struggling
Here's
here.
Dylan Moore.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second.
Second time in the last couple of games that I thought I've gotten more of the ball. I immediately think it's going to be a home run. Been able to correct it, but not a habit that we need to be getting into at this stage of the season.
At 108 miles per hour. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball.
There we go. Left that. Sinker a little more up in the zone. That's a good take on the cutter.
That's ball one.
If you were playing me, you would want, after a hit like that, after a hit like that, a perfect double, you would want to throw something in the zone, because I'll likely swing at it, he says, as he swings at a pitch outside of the zone. But you might get like an easy pop-up.
And a good eye there. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Still tied at 0. Last of the third.
Step out.
Time called. The 2-2.
That's a 4-pitch walk. Maybe a 3-1 count, depending on it. I don't think he's going to call it a strike.
Kicks and deals. Got him.
He threw 5 balls and I swung 3 times. We absolutely fell apart in that at bat. There was no excuse for that. See, that's the kind of pitch that you would want to throw after that.
And a pitch. Just missed. Moore at second with 2 down. That's off the mark. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Up the middle, Davidson. Now the throw to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. Mariners leave 1. Still
That Marlowe
no
at
score.
bat is awful.
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, number 11. Kirby back to work. Right through there for a strike. Outside low.
God damn it.
And the count is 1-1.
They're throwing pitches too effectively sometimes.
On the ground.
There we
Sends it
go.
to first. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Logan Davidson.
And now the shortstop, Logan Davidson. Fastball for a strike.
I don't like
At
that.
the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff
That's okay.
is, you might as well take
We don't want to
three
die. We don't
swings.
need injuries. We're all right. Even if we lose a 16-game win streak to this team, it's not that big of a deal.
There's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls.
We
So
just
nice
want to
job
come out
use that
clean.
big
We want to
ball,
come
give
out
yourself a day.
uninjured.
Takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. All tied up here in the 2nd game of the series. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Noda.
Good strikeout.
Outside
A
corner.
good
There's
pitch
a
to
strike.
start him off here.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Fuck, come
And now
on.
it's even up. Just missed.
That's just not good. Not good.
Here's a high chopper and foul ball. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. That one just misses.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused.
Oh,
on the pitch.
man.
There'll be emotion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
He takes it himself to the bag.
Okay,
and
that wasn't a
that'll
good
do
sinker. No, sorry.
it. Strand 1, and we are still scoreless.
Splitter. That's what it was. Not a good splitter. That's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Back in Seattle, bottom 4. The batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
J.P. Crawford.
And here it comes. Foul ball.
Damn
there.
it. Ah.
These Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with
There
those
we go.
locations, and that's
Okay,
been
let's
true again
lock in
today.
here. He has 33 pitches through 3 innings. That's not good.
The 1-1. Good eye.
Guess it actually might be okay if he has a lower pitch count, because if they bring in
You feel no need to
the
challenge
bullpen,
inside
we've
the
struggled
zone.
with that
Just keep
lately.
working the corners and expanding it.
Oh, this one high
Is that
and
gone?
deep.
Is that gone, or is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? Nope.
And he makes the catch on the track.
damn it.
Just missed a homer that time.
We probably shouldn't have opened the roof, huh?
Jorge Polanco's the next to hit. He's 0 for
It wasn't super well hit. It's early. We're under it. He has decent power.
Splits the plate. Strike 1. And that's down and
I
away.
shouldn't have even been thinking about that. Gross.
one a little below the knees. Ball 2. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And another ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And the 3-1. 3-1.
Okay, hey, that's a good 3-1 approach right there. We struggle with that, or I struggle with that.
Now batting, catcher.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. In there.
That's
for a
fine.
strike
That's
in the
fine.
bottom
Let
of
that
the
go.
zone.
That's his
He's making
5th
great
best
stuff.
pitch.
Helps when over 80% of your
All
first
good.
pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Way
Strike
behind.
2.
Man, he
Good
was
pitch mix
really
right there.
targeting that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Not even close there. Yeah, the count 1-2.
We need to take a
Time asked for
timeout.
it to play,
That
and he
was
gets
a
it.
fucking awful pitch to
Polanco,
swing
the
at.
base runner at first,
That
with 1
slider has given me a ton of trouble. We haven't seen it a lot.
out to short. Davidson. Throw, and it gets away. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Okay. Okay. Probably should have been a double play right there. It's a tough play, but I think you just got to try and get it to first base.
Sometimes at game speed you can still mess it up. Could have been 2 outs.
It was gonna be a tight play there, but you probably had
And
first
now
base
for
even if you took an
Seattle,
extra
Luke
step.
Raley. Golden opportunity right here. That one ripped. And that's a fair ball. 1 runs in. Now a second crosses the plate.
Hey, we make him pay on the error. Let's go. That's what we're looking for. Come on, baby.
It was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him
And we just get it to stay just inside the foul line. It's a fair ball.
Ty France up next for the Mariners.
A little early on
Struck out
that.
swinging his first time.
And
Fastball for a strike.
that's a good take.
It's 0-1.
We're hyped up. We're excited. We don't need to hit into anything dumb. We're good.
Right through
And again,
there for a
12-6
strike.
curve, I think we need to try and identify that to the best of our ability. And unless it's a 2-strike count, just kind of get rid of it. It's his 5th best pitch. Don't worry about it.
On the ground to the left.
That,
Allen.
unfortunately,
Low throw, and he can't dig it out.
is that 2 errors in the inning on 1 guy?
Here's Josh Rojas. 0 for 1. He grounded
Wait, hold on. Who'd that go
out in
to?
his first at bat.
Ooh, that's a bad
Swinging
swing.
a foul straight back.
That's a bad swing. So hold on. Let's take a look at the replay vault. Mariners. What is it? The 4th? That's fine. E6, E5. Okay. So that left side of the infield. Perhaps a couple of September call-outs.
2 on, 1 out. Flares it into the outfield. And that's just foul.
Thought I saw that one a little bit better.
Here's the 0-2. Ball 1 there.
Okay, that slider. Just, I think it has a lot of movement. I feel like it's going to catch the inside part.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 3.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out.
They're doing a much
but
better
he
job
got the
implementing a
job done right
contact
there.
swing, especially with 2
So 1
strikes.
out with 2 aboard. Dylan Moore getting ready to hit. Doubled in his first AB. Ground
Oh,
ball could
that's
be 2.
bad.
Oh, can't pick it up
What
cleanly.
is
No
happening?
throw. That's an error, and everyone is safe.
that? Is the second error on
He just rushed out.
Davidson
Great chance to turn
and the
2 in.
3rd error
As an
in
infielder
this
on a play
inning.
like that, you've got
I
to
don't
get a little
understand what's
excited
happening.
and forget to make the play 1 step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
Now it's the right fielder, Cade Marlowe.
That's a good take. That's a good take. Ball in the bottom of the zone. We're fine.
Liner snagged at first. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We played 4.
Weird inning.
It's the
Really
Mariners
weird
3
inning.
and the A's
For the
nothing.
Athletics to chalk up 3 errors and then get that double play? What?
Back at T-Mobile Park.
Just
We
a
go to the top
just
of
a
the fifth.
bizarre,
Here's the
bizarre
A's
inning.
catcher, Tyler Soderstrom. The wind and the pitch. In there at the knees. 0-1.
You know, these Athletics, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
There we go.
Oh, there's a
So a bizarre 4th inning, bottom of the 4th, puts us up by 3.
So up next, Seth Brown.
Seth Brown.
And even if you throw a couple of the hits in yesterday where we were able to extend our lead because of it, a couple of bloop shots late in the game, it has been an odd series against this Athletics squad.
1 down, base is empty. That's to third. Moore throws across the diamond, and a couple of quick outs. So 2 down now, and here is Lawrence Butler.
Ooh,
Check swing, did he go?
ooh,
Yes, he did.
wow. I am surprised. Wasn't a great looking sinker.
This offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
There it is.
And a base hit
There's
to
the
right.
Lawrence Butler
So
we
a
know.
two-out knock keeps the inning alive.
There's the Lawrence Butler we look at and we go, do we trade for him next season?
And now Clark Elliott. Just missed.
Actually, don't really go out of my way to
And that's in there
trade
at the
for anybody. I
knees.
did cancel
guy's
out
got
the
a
Ty
great
France
feel
trade
for his
this
breaking
year.
ball today.
Probably should have just let that go, but whatever.
And down on strikes he goes.
The game does usually give us like
Strikeout
one
number
big
7.
piece throughout the
Left for
season.
Oakland.
We
They
had like
trail
Key
in
Brian
this one,
Hayes on the team
3-0.
one time. Okay, so we are the Orioles the number 3 seed, I'm guessing here. So we would be the 1, Minnesota would be the 2, the Orioles would be the 3. So we could maybe root for some chaos in the wild card.
Ripped to third and caught.
They put a really good swing
That's
on
the
that pitch.
second.
Hit the ball hard. You know, line
Alright.
drives don't always find
Okay.
a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Allen, one of the 3 errors in the last inning.
Crawford.
Incredible play. Cool. That's a bad
And
swing.
first offering is
Settle
fouled
down.
off. Left-hand hitter waits.
I thought I was about to take off Paul Blackburn's head. I didn't want to.
One-out single.
Ooh, so the Toronto Blue Jays win, I see. I'm so excited about that. I'm curious about what kind of games we'll get that matter.
I mean, that right there is an absolute missile.
For
And
Sunday.
He just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Don't go.
They
I
fired
said
it
that we would
quickly,
try to
so it's
ignore the
first and
12-6
second
curve, so we
with
got to
only
try to
one
identify
away.
that.
Not
He's
sure
mixing
if
it in a
people
little
will
bit
be paying
more.
attention
Felt like
to
I've
it quite
seen
yet,
that pitch
but that extends his
okay
hit streak to
the last couple of
11 now.
times.
Well, I know he knows about it. Even
That
if a
one's
lot
left
of our
over the plate.
viewers
Probably
don't.
should have been
This is when it's
annihilated,
clear, it's
but
no fluke. 11
we'll see
games
if
in
they
a
give us
row.
the
Man, that's when
location
even
in the bottom
hitting
left.
coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Yeah, don't talk to me. Leave him alone. Leave Jorge alone. Oh, hold on. What's our
Adrian
score?
Martinez taking over on the mound.
55.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in
Jordan
position
Love's
to face a
back
couple of lefties
tomorrow.
this inning.
Herbert's back tomorrow. Woo!
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. 1 for 2. Rolled softly,
Circle
but that
change.
goes
Did not
foul.
look at his pitch selections.
1 out.
Sinker
Runners
at
at
96,
first
a
and
circle
second.
change at 85, and a slider at 85.
Not the easiest thing.
Might have a little bit of trouble with the speed difference there, but with this kind of pitcher, I think we're going to want to just kind of sit low in the zone.
Start an inning to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Of course, that does lead me to swinging at real bad pitches.
Down the line.
Foul.
Brown drifts
Damn it.
towards it, reaches for it, but it's foul.
What the hell? Why did it give it? What? How close was he? That was weird because we got the, like, no doubt animation. He could have made that play. You kidding me? You have that. Do you? I wonder if it gives you the timing on the side. We never really had much of a chance at it, but huh. I don't know how the shadow was on the outside there, but well, whatever.
Not close with
Good
that
take.
one. The count now 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Popped up left side, makes his way towards it, tracks it down for the out, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the left
So
fielder.
first and second with 2 outs.
It's a contact
Here's the left
swing on a
fielder,
circle change, just a little up in the zone. Hoping that one goes foul, but
First
alas, it
reaction
didn't.
Just misses. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Hogan Harris, the left-handed reliever.
Is
appears
Boyles
to
a
be getting
right-hander?
loose.
Why does it say he's a
Boyle,
lefty?
hard-throwing right-hander up as well. Two on, 2 outs. Hot shot to third. That ends the frame.
That was just a bad swing.
Mariners leave a couple, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now at the plate, Nick Allen.
Allen.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Allen, 25 years old, usually a shortstop, but today starts at third. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
One thing he has to remember is that he does not have to cover as much ground. So those balls to his left, remember that you got a good shortstop that can make the backhanded play for you.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
That was an awful
Catch up
sinker.
to the
That was a
Well, I think
That
he's
was
got
a
enough
heinously bad
defensive on the
sinker.
mound right now. I mean, he's got the shutout working so far, and even when he challenges these guys, he's getting away with it. That pitch right there really wasn't anything special, a hittable pitch, but he gets the punch out.
1 down, base is empty. And that clips the inside corner. Swings
There
and
we go.
misses. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball.
And the right-hander deals. Misses.
It was so clean until we pulled it to the left.
Right there. He
Gross.
couldn't get a piece of it
Looks so
just to try to
good.
Keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Okay. We aren't mixing in the curveball a ton,
The
so
M's
that's
leading by 3, and we're the top half of the
positive.
6th. There's a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
This to third. On to France. Oakland goes quietly.
Let's
So another good
go.
inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Mariners 3
That's what we're
and
talking
the
about.
A's nothing. Well, we go bottom 6. And now for Seattle, Ty France. The pitch. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
That was a strike,
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And the 1-0. And swing and a miss. Oakland's bullpen has some movement. Scott Alexander, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Ersig warming up as well.
Drop.
Liner, base hit.
Okay. A little surprised at that.
The leadoff single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these
10
days.
for 23, 5 ribbies. 1
One
home run for Rojas.
Like
Ooh, that's not good.
Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive
What did he go with? He went circle change early, sinker late. Damn. That's what I thought I would struggle with, and it is.
0-2 now. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Okay, I'm okay with that swing. Strike zone at times has been a little wide.
Kicks and fires. That one lines softly the other way. It'll fall into left field for a base
Hey, I'll take a little bloop shot. That's something that we've definitely been missing this season. We can mix in our swing types a little bit better. We'll be hopefully in a better position for it.
Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners. Moore having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected.
Yeah, but only from an average perspective. More home runs and ribbies versus righties. That is a bad swing.
He's looking for a strikeout.
We've done a pretty good job at avoiding that today.
Calm this situation down.
On a line, base hit.
Go to third, go to third, go to third.
And they're happy
That
to
throws
play
up the line.
station right here.
France only has 19 speed. That's what we want to do. Base to base. Station to station. Said that now 3 times. Sorry.
It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
And now, Gabe Marlowe. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Right-handed reliever. And fouled off.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Oh, right to the backstop. Tag, and he's out at the plate. Rojas on third.
I was way too late on it.
Second with 1 down.
If I wasn't going to send him from the outfield throw, there's no reason. There was no reason for that.
The punch out there.
And a strikeout. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Out of the Greg Maddux playbook. Throw that pitch.
Did a strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base.
The batter, number 3.
So 2 down. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. 1 for 3. In the first pitch,
I think if you send him maybe right as the pitch, like the camera changes.
This one open here in the bottom of the 6th. In the air, left side.
What
He's
a
under.
disastrous.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. And the
That
Mariners
bases
strand
loaded
bases
situation
loaded.
fell apart at
They
about
lead it
5
3-0.
pitches. A terrible send, a bad strikeout,
Top of inning number
and a
7,
pop out.
Taking in for Oakland, Zach Geloff.
Yellow.
Kirby back to work.
We continue to struggle against the bullpen arms.
Seems like
And
the
this
hitters are
feels
struggling
like
with
much
their
less
timing
of a-
today, kinda caught in between
This is a
that
better
sharp
luck than
fastball
good.
and the nasty
Better lucky
slider.
than good game.
I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch. This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Right-hander kicks, deals. Bounce to third. And he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket. Swings through that one. It's just
Nice.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
close, but called the
Ooh,
ball.
really?
1-1.
That's a...
And that one in the air center field. Rodriguez racing after it.
Nice
That's
play.
a run.
Nice
And there's
play.
2 away.
The back.
2 out, space is empty. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Ball 1 low.
How are we not...
Ball 1, no strike.
Curveball
There we
drops
go.
in there.
That curveball's been a big
One
pitch
ball,
for
one
him
strike.
today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Inside corner for a strike. 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
We are not in a great situation here as we don't have anybody up in the bullpen.
2 outs. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2.
Okay.
And looking.
Now,
Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike.
let's get some
3.
arms up
The
and
A's
figure
strand
this
1.
out.
Still down 3-0.
They have as many errors as hits, or I guess as many hits as errors.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start
Scott
the bottom of the
Alexander.
7th. Scott
One thing that I
Alexander.
do want to actually
And if
try
you
and
dig
pull
into
up
his
here,
walk rate, his
while we
numbers
kinda-
are really impressive. He's really filled up the
while we
strike
recognize
zone
that
this
an
season, so these
Alabama or
batters better
a
be ready to
Auburn
swing the
cheerleader
bats.
absolutely
3-4-5
took out an Oklahoma
over for the
football
home
player as they were
team.
doing
Now it's
entrances.
the second baseman.
She's
Jorge
flipping, okay? You're in her flip lane. Get the hell out of the way. Scott Alexander, lefty.
And ball 1.
Count 1-0.
So let's see. What are the wild MLB wild card, the lob, MLB wild card tie? What is the MLB? Okay, playoff tiebreaker rules. All right, we'll use that. Hopefully we'll be able to use that later. All right. Lock in here. Sinker, slider, circle change.
The 1-0. Out there to center.
Damn it, that's a slider that we should have
On his way
absolutely
over.
crushed. Fuck me.
And there's 1 away. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
1 for 3 with a run. Sinker at 95, a slider at 86, and a circle change at 89.
He was
Sean,
late there.
buddy,
Strike
please, what are we
1.
doing?
Bases
0-1
empty,
count.
1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Chop to the left side.
Really?
Slings to first, 2 away. Now the left fielder, Luke Raley.
I didn't put arms in the bullpen. Fuck me.
First pitch misses.
Here we go. Can we?
Two down, nobody on. Here in the second game of the series. Just missed.
2-0 count, great
Slow
hitter at the dish.
down.
If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
That one's in there, and it's 2-1.
I think we weren't going to do a whole lot with that because it was on the outside part. We were looking inside.
In the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Just off the inside edge.
That might be a slider that came across. Oof, way too late on that. Way too late.
Two down, nobody on. And there's
Okay,
ball
that
four.
was a nice, easy. There we go. Nice, easy walk there. And with that, Luke Raley saw 7
And here's
pitches,
the first baseman, Ty
or 6
Grant.
pitches. The other 2 batters saw 4 total. Pretty gross.
And that's a little
That's
bit
a good
high.
take to let that go by.
That is ball 1. Right through there
That's
for
fine.
a strike.
That's fine. I don't think we were really timed up on that all that well.
That one close, ruled a ball. 2-1. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and the speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else,
Okay.
I mean, this is a great spot
Let him
for a
fall
hitter to
apart.
be in. Not what he wanted
At
to
least
do
it
right
gives
there.
us an opportunity to
Keeps
get
the
some
season
arms
alive,
warmed up.
puts the
That's a
runner in the
positive.
scoring position, and a
They'll
chance
bring in
for
a
the
right-handed
Sophos to add
pitcher.
on to their lead.
Here's a new
We
pitcher
got
from
2
the
outs and
pen,
then walked
Lucas
2.
Ayerson. He comes
We've
out
done a
for
much
the
better job of kind of
35th
just
time
letting them
this year.
pitch.
Next is the designated hitter, Josh Rojas. Fastball for a strike.
That's fine. That's a pretty gross. 100 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour on a sinker and a fastball. Circle change at 90. Slider 89, cutter 93.
Next offering is fouled back. Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. Got him
Fucking
looking,
froze
and he
me.
didn't
Wow.
like the call.
Okay.
Mariners leave a couple, but they lead at 3-0. Back in Seattle, all set.
Hasn't been a good game. You know what we are going to do is we are going to bring in.
The designated hitter.
We'll go ahead and bring in the lefty.
So
Still a
out of the
close
bullpen
game.
for the Mariners, Gabe Spire.
If we can get out of this with
He's been really good this season.
only like 1 over the minimum,
Not an easy guy to take.
we could be able to bring in Munoz for a save. Yikes.
Here comes a pitch. Inside, just missed.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1-2 here. Got it by him for the play.
Okay.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. This is tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
And here is Clark Elliott.
My God.
And immediately pumps in a
My
strike to the left-handed
goodness.
hitter. And now the lefty sets him down on strikes.
Wow.
Couldn't pull
Okay.
the trigger on a fastball at the knee.
That was a little surprising.
2 outs, base is empty. Nick Allen up next for the A's. And it's fouled away. The Athletics trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fastball in
God,
for a strike,
fastball.
and a count is
Absolutely
0-2.
heinous fastball right there.
And a pitch. Swings and misses.
Okay, so we didn't
There
look
as he gets
great
a
with him,
1-2-3.
and we can warm up Munoz for a save.
Command in that one.
We have,
3
I believe we have
batters,
Brash
3
if we push this out to a
strikeouts. That's
4-run
electric stuff out there
lead
on the
or more.
mound.
But 3 straight strikeouts, pretty good. Just the second one was probably the best. The third one was easily the worst. Easily the worst.
They bring a young arm out of the bullpen in this spot. Joe
Oh God,
Boyle.
not Joe Boyle.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times.
Not
this
Joe
season,
Boyle.
as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Now the third baseman,
Leading off
Dylan
for the
Moore.
Mariners, the third baseman, Dylan Moore.
100 on a fastball, 90 on a slider, curveball at 84, cutter at 95.
The pitch. And takes low for ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Zach Jackson preparing to come on if needed. Righty to the plate. Fly ball down the line. And that's
Nope,
a
that's
foul
foul.
ball. Good eye right there.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Next
Ball 3.
pitch misses, and that's ball 3. And the righty deals. Now it's
Okay,
3 and
that's
2.
fine.
Well, that's really the money spot.
That's
Down
fine.
and away. If you can locate that
Wasn't really looking for the
consistently, it's
fastball in
gonna
that
be real tough for
location.
hitters to
More
screw
looking for a
that out.
slider.
That's
Don't
what
want
you'd
to.
love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
There we go.
And that'll fall for a base,
Base hit. Late on the cutter, but enough muscle to get it out there. Didn't want to
That's
ground into
back-to-back
an easy
singles
out.
for him. I don't know how
That
he's
3-1
able to
takes
shoot
fine.
that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So, pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Next to hit, Cade Marlowe. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Doesn't seem like he has much of his slider command there. Or much slider command.
And a strike.
Man, okay. So looked low and he went high. Looked high, he went low.
Slapped foul.
Late on that 97-mile-an-hour fastball.
And a foul ball. He stays
Late on the
alive.
98-mile-an-hour fastball. Who would have guessed?
Left-hand batter waits. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Makes the grab after a long run. One down.
Is that Butler? No.
Back to the top of the
Now
Seattle
batting,
order.
center
And
fielder,
here is Julio Rodriguez.
So
Rodriguez.
clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
He swings and misses at the first pitch.
0-1.
0-1.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
To
Oh,
third.
no.
And it gets by him.
I have no idea how that got all the way through.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds
do
at
anything
second
dumb.
with one gone.
Might be playing a little
J.P.
too
Crawford
loose.
will hit next. And there's the strike. And there's a foul ball. Two on, one out.
1 ball.
And that one
2
gets
strikes.
past the catcher. Play it third in there. And it's second and third, one away.
Well, that could end up being pretty costly right there. They had the double play set up as a way to get out of the inning, but instead it becomes a big strikeout situation with 2 in scoring position.
And that one is lifted in the air. And he makes the catch. Runners tagging from second and third.
Got there. Okay.
And they're up by
We'll
4.
take it. I didn't want him to throw to third and get Julio out.
Don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs.
Hey, I'll take it.
Put the ball in play.
I'll take
and
it.
Nice job with the sac fly.
The second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Now one
Oh,
miss.
No need to go right
whoa.
at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
That one misses. 3-0.
Shouldn't sign him in to
Pitchers
sit him
make
down.
pitches in big
Well, I meant
situations.
to, but I
Right
shouldn't
here,
have.
with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position. He's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And a base hit.
Station to station.
And they hold him at third.
That's
90
fine.
feet away with
That's
2
fine.
out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Raleigh in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Swing and a ball lined out towards center.
Damn.
Makes the catch, inning over. 2 men left
So close.
stranded, but they do push across.
So
one.
close, but
Through
yet so
8
far
full,
12
it's
hits,
the
only 4
Mariners
runs.
4
We've
and the
not
A's
had
nothing.
we've not had great base running today. I made some poor decisions. Yes.
We're back. It's
It
the
is
top
Matt
of the
Brash.
ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Matt Brash.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Okay, I don't know
So
where
the
your
Oakland
strike
lineup
zone
turns
went here.
over. Here's the center fielder. Swings through that one for strike 1. Brash,
0-1.
25 years old, and he was born in Canada. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. And they'll do it again. In the air out to center. Makes a nice running
It's two
catch.
really nice plays out in center fild by Julio.
He's 2 outs
Speed
away. Now,
frickin'
Logan
kills.
Davidson. And there's a strike.
Now it'll be a righty switch lefty, or righty switch righty, excuse me.
And it's even up.
I don't think we have to worry about the lefty, hopefully, but
One down, base is empty. Cut on and missed 96 of
if that becomes an issue, I think it would be more of a Munoz situation anyway.
The pitch. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. Settles underneath it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
The Athletics down to their last out. Zach Geloff up next for the
Oh
A's.
my God.
Right through there for a strike.
Man,
Should have been
91
absolutely
on the slider
annihilated.
right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Brash is just 1 strike away. And 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Hey, why don't you go ahead and kiss that 9-game hit streak goodbye, Geloff?
This team is a must
All right.
watch right now. Even if it goes late, there's a rain delay, extra innings. People are going to stay up late to see this streak continue.
Got it.
A 4-0 shutout in this one.
Not
For
the best
Singleton
game.
and
Actually, I would
our
say,
outstanding
I would
crew.
argue bad.
I'm John Shambi saying so
We
long
were
from Team
more
Oakland
lucky than
in
good today.
Seattle.
We scored. I think we hit a home run in this one, so that is at least a positive that we can take away from this game. Our pitching was a little off here and there, but we took we took advantage of 3 errors in the 1 inning by Oakland than anything. I don't know. Just it's a weird one. We had kind of a weird game against Oakland yesterday as well. Hopefully the third one's not too weird, but it also isn't that big of a deal because both teams' seasons are set. We are going to the playoffs. We are number 1. We're going to be the number 1 seed. And the Athletics have been long done. So there you go. We'll try to pick up the sweep tomorrow. As they had a total of 3 hits. They had 3 errors as well. We had 12 hits. Dylan Moore accounted for a quarter of those. 3 for 4 with a double. Luke Raley was 1 for 3 with a double. He knocked in 2 and scored once. Polanco was 2 for 4 and scored a run. Crawford, JP, 1 for 4 with a ribby. Paul Blackburn gets the loss. 4.1 innings pitched. Gave up 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 3 earned on his line. George Kirby, 0's where you want him. No earned runs, no walks. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits given up, but he did strike out 11. He is also your game winner. We scored in the 4th, in the 8th, and if it had gone to extras, probably not until the 12th. So it's a good thing we were able to take care of this team in regulation as we move to game number 162. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to advance the day. We are going to look at the standings. Bam. We're going to switch over to the wild card, and we're going to take a peek at what this means. So, Padres are going to be win and in. Cubs and Marlins are going to be hoping, I guess. Now, what I want to do is look, and I don't think it's going to give us the correct information because all we have to work with here, and I'll flip to the gameplay screen just to make it a little bit better to see. All we have is division, home, away, day, and night. The playoff tiebreakers, later. I don't need to sign up today, please. Division, best of 5. Okay, but what's the tiebreaker? The ties between 2 teams would go head to head. So we could look at that. Padres, all they got to do is win and in. So Cubs and Marlins, Cubs and Diamondbacks, Marlins and Diamondbacks. The Marlins would have to lose. It's an interesting final day. Interesting final day of the season. Let me pause this actually, and I'll try to get you a little bit more clarified information. Okay, so we have number 2 is intra-division record. Number 3 is interdivision record. Number 4 is last half of interleague games. So we can actually kind of try and figure this out a little bit better here. The Padres, thankfully, is simple. Win and they are in. Cubs would need a win and a Marlins loss. That's as easy as it gets. It might be the only way for them to get in. So I guess they would win the tiebreaker based on the division record if they didn't win the head-to-head, which we could take a look at. You know what? Let's just have some fun. Let's just poke around a little bit. Let's create some storylines. What are we looking at? We're looking at, Miami? Hang on. Crap. I don't know why I'm so bad at remembering this. Marlins, Cubs. Let's say the Marlins and the Cubs tie. Let's look at that. Marlins and Cubs. Cubs. And we're looking for MIA. There they are. They lost that series. They'd have a home and home, so Miami would win that. And then MIL. Don't get confused. MIA. MIL. MIA. I mean, they lost. Okay. Ooh, okay. Oh. So it's a 4-game set here. That's interesting. So Chicago is a win and in, and the Padres are a win and in. Miami would need a win and a Cubs loss, which is interesting. And then the Diamondbacks would need to win and then would need a loss by the Cubs and Marlins. And now the interesting thing here is we're going to get to a weird spot where, like the Mariners this season, they got eliminated by tiebreakers, even though like they weren't technically eliminated on the screen or in the standings. Because of the tiebreakers, they were eliminated as soon as certain teams won on Thursday. So you'd have to go the Diamondbacks record against the Cubs and the Marlins. Oh, this is fascinating. Diamondbacks against the Cubs and the Marlins. Cubs, Marlins. Let's go all the way back to the beginning of the season. Cubs, Chicago Cubs. Okay, so they lost that season, or lost that series. So the Diamondbacks actually might be out. Cubs. And then what was that? Was that home? So we're looking for a road. Chicago, CHC. There. And then they won that. And that was 6 games. Okay. Right? So 1-2, 2-1, 3-3. Oh, that got interesting. Okay, but what about Miami? Oh, this is awesome. Miami, MIA. Where are they? They beat us. Gross. MIA, are they late Miami? MIL, Colorado. Settle down. MIA, 2-1. So then we need a home against Miami. Am I in? MIA. They have the tie break. They tied both series. Arizona, what are you doing? Right? Where was the other one? 2-1, and then what was it? 1-2 again. So they're 3-3 against both teams. Okay, so then that would come up with step number 2, which they would lose because they did not do well. Well, they would tie the Cubs, and which would kick into number 3, which I don't know that we can grab those standings super easily. Head-to-head record is also a tie within their division. Will break the tie. Intra-division, how they fared against teams within their league but outside of their division. We don't have that, unfortunately. We don't have that. So this one's actually a lot more interesting than I realized. We can take a look at the Pirates. They are currently in the 3rd position, which is usually just listed as alphabetical. So we can look at their record against the Diamondbacks, the Marlins, and the Cubs, as the Pirates could be out of it. Diamondbacks, Marlins, Cubs. Diamondbacks, Marlins, Cubs. Okay, so they beat Chicago there. Diamondbacks, Marlins, Cubs. Oh, okay. So they played them. Oh, boy. Okay, so Pittsburgh might actually be out because they would lose the tiebreaker to the Cubs immediately. And even if, yeah. So the Pirates are out. Pirates are out. And it's as simple as a win and in for the Cubs. That's fascinating. Which game, which one plays first? Because we can go here, view today's games. Pittsburgh, New York. Pittsburgh's eliminated, even though it doesn't say it. We learned a lot here. Cincinnati and Chicago, and then... could you play that game? Because then you'd have to go Miami, Toronto. Ooh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Interesting. Well, that'll do it for today's video. We have some interesting stuff happening in the National League. I'm glad it kind of came down to this. I was, if I'm being honest, we'll peek behind the curtain. I was rooting for ultimate chaos here. We needed the Padres to lose, which would have put the Diamondbacks in a tie. And then we needed the Pirates to win as well, but we would have had the tiebreakers, would have eliminated them anyway. So we might watch a game. Maybe. For Monday. Because we can do... Because the Cubs, I believe did they win the series on the Marlins? I already forget. But they win the division record thing anyway. Oh, but if they tied... Interesting. I'll think about it. We might have a funky video tomorrow. Might have an interesting video on Monday, but we'll see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I know that last bit was a little more like informational, just kind of poking around standings. It's stuff that I find interesting, so I'm going to just throw it out there and see if people care. If they don't, hey, that's fine. They probably already clicked off this video, so whatever. If you'd like more from me, subscribe right over here. Ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. You can catch up on baseball right here, and catch up on baseball right here with the playlist. And then you can watch this morning's video, which is a taste test of some stuff I found at the Ujimaya, which I hope I'm pronouncing correctly, over in Seattle. It's a lot of fun, so check that out. If not, we'll see you tomorrow for Game 3 of Oakland versus Seattle. Final game of the season, then we'll be jumping into the playoffs on Tuesday. Get excited for that, and I'll have all the scheduling information tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Goodbye.